why we believe what we believe is because we're brought up, by parents who are instilling their own values in us, and we also make observations with our friends and our teachers as we're growing up. And the brain is pretty much like a clean slate when you're born. I mean, there's still input in your brain by the time you come out of your mom because you've had 9 months of collecting observation while you're in there. And even though you don't have language to define these abstract thoughts, you're constantly learning. And you learn more before you're 5 years old than you will the rest of your life, just in hand and eye coordination and spatial relations and the neural pathways that you're being taught with language and ideas concerning doctrines.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But another reason why I think people are religious is because, one of the reasons is God of the gap. There's always this big question mark, this blankness that they can't seem to fill, but that they always want an answer for. And I never could understand why they needed an answer for that.
I think that's a good point, and I think that's one of the big steps in being a skeptic or whatever is coming to be able to say I don't know, and being okay with not having all the answers.
I think we should just. All right, hold on. Who's on speaker's head? Okay.
I don't know. I didn't get any.
Okay, so I think because I can hear myself in echo. But I think we should look at this what Lauren said from an evolutionary standpoint, because I've thought about that same thing too, the whole God of the gap. The question that arises is, well, yeah, we want answers, and that's why we make up God and stuff. But why do we want answers? And I think that wanting answers is simply a part of trying to find out more about the world, and if you know more about the world, then you're going to be more likely to survive.
But that's strange because God of the Gap gets you nowhere. In fact, it kind of halts our progression.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, back in Stone Age time, when people didn't have access to the kind of knowledge that we have, or the means of getting the knowledge that we have today, people become desperate. And if someone tells them, if someone gets it in their head for whatever reason that there's a God, and he propagates that, people are going to accept that readily in place of actual knowledge because they want something to fill that gap, because they won't feel secure without it, and they're
right.
They won't survive without it.
I mean, the brains are thinking machines, and they like to have answers. And whenever they don't have the answers, like he says, the gaps. That wouldn't mean. Okay, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, we're losing you a bit.
You are? I didn't touch nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're not losing you. You're just coming in through somebody's speakers, and I'm not sure whose it is.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, I don't hear anything in the background.
But anyway, it's not like these religious people know what God of the Gap is. But you're right. Oh. Hold on, I'm getting a call.
Alright. Oh, wait, Christian, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, a point that Vitaly made was that they want something to believe in, like they want that system there, and that's kind of what the Christians did with the Romans. The Romans had a system, and then the Christians came in with a supposedly better system, and all the Romans, well, it was still a sword point, but they still jumped ship for Christianity.
Well, the whole thing with the historical aspect of that is Pope Constantine, or not Pope, Emperor Constantine, rather, who, before a great battle, saw a cross in the sky and converted to Christianity right before the battle, and when he won that battle, his faith was reaffirmed, and he made Christianity the state religion.
Yeah.
What now? I missed out in the last minute.
Oh, we're just talking about, what we just were talking about was how the Romans converted to Christianity, about how Constantine saw the cross in the sky, apparently, before he had a battle, and when he won that battle, he converted to Christianity, made that the same religion.
Yeah, have you ever really looked into Constantine?
No, I have not. Yeah. I know he founded the Byzantine Empire, yeah?
He was I don't know if he was the founder of it, but, the thing about Constantine is he was a propaganda expert.
Oh, of course he was. We know that.
And if you look into it, you will see that, he did do the Christian thing like you're talking about, but he also kept contributing to pagans. And he played the pagan card and the Christian card continually throughout his reign.
That's why we celebrate Christmas on December 25th, yeah? Because of him.
Yep.
And for that reason.
Wait, Christian, you say the echo's coming from mine, right?
Yeah, your thing lights up whenever the echo comes in.
Yeah, but see, that's because I'm recording this, and my mic needs to pick it up.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, sorry about it, though.
Is the echo going to come in when we actually make the video?
What's that?
I'm asking Lawrence, is the echo going to come in when we make the video?
No.
Okay. So that's good. So...
Okay, well, I got about 30 minutes. That was my girlfriend, so I got about 30 minutes if y'all want to make this happen.
Let's do it.
Awesome. Because I'm already recording this.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just want to make you aware because I said I was going to leave in a few minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, so where do we want to start? I mean, we just want to continue the conversation that we've been having because honestly, it's a pretty good convo.
Yeah, I wish we would have got the first part. Would have been awesome.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I just decided we might be able to have parts to this. You know, like, part one could be this, which would be,
God of the Gaps?
God of the Gap, or the reason for religion. I think that's a catchier name.
Okay, well, let me throw this in on that because, the religious people, for the most part, I mean, there are some who know, but most don't know what God of the Gaps means. And you're absolutely right that primitive man tried to give explanations to things they couldn't have explanations for, like lightning and stuff. So, we can see now that even now, people keep reaching back to this God of the Gaps argument just because they don't know something, God must have did it. Even though, with physics and biology, we know crap loads more than we did even 100 years ago. That's because the main populace isn't up on educating themselves on every topic. And it's just as easy for them to think that the world is 6,000 years old than it is to try to memorize, the Jurassic period, the Cambrian explosion, and all those other things. They don't even have to think about that because they know God created the world 6,000 years ago, and, as long as they're good, they'll go to heaven.
Yeah, and that's another reason.
Talking about earlier.
Yeah, that's another reason, the fear of hell.
Just, religion started, I think we're in agreement with, primitive man trying to come up with explanations and stuff, but as the people around him and tribes and eventually society became more and more into that kind of thing, more and more deeply rooted in their beliefs, and why wouldn't they be? I mean, it is the end-all be-all of everything, that nowadays it doesn't really come down to wanting the answers. In some cases, but in most cases, it's just the establishments that there are trying to defend themselves because people are just so attached to them.
Well, I think that it is. I think it does have something to do with the subconscious does want to be a know-it-all. The subconscious likes to have the answers, even if it's some religious, crazy answer. The brain wants to have an answer, and that's why you get religious people asking why instead of how. Why are we here? Why is the universe here? Well, there is no why. There might be a how, but there is no.
But like in my personal experience, for example, whenever I hear religious people asking why, it's simply because they're trying to make a sort of rhetorical point where they're trying to demonstrate that my point of view is wrong.
Right.
But it doesn't really have anything to do with them trying to acquire knowledge, so much as them trying to demonstrate that my point of view is wrong and hence defend the religion that they're already attached to.
Right. They have no interest in acquiring knowledge. The brain does want to know, but you have to work past that religious wall because when they have the answers, then they don't need to seek anymore. Yeah. And that's what I was trying to say a little while ago, that I think one of the first steps in becoming a skeptic is being able to say there are certain things that we don't know and we may never know. And that understanding that even if we're the smartest person in the world and know more than any other human, we're only going to know a microscopic amount of all the knowledge that is to be known out there.
Yes, and I agree. But I do have something to say. We have about 20 seconds left before I have to wrap this up because of the 10-minute thing.
Okay, shit. Oh, wait, you can split it up though, can't you?
Yeah, but we're doing this in parts.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah!